So today we'll discuss general introduction about extrinsic semiconductors. We have already discussed intrinsic semiconductors. Intrinsic semiconductors are pure semiconductors, and the most commonly used pure semiconductors are germanium and silicon. And when impurity is added to the pure semiconductor, then their conductivity increases. So when impurity is added, then they become extrinsic semiconductors. So conductivity is dependent on impurities as well as imperfection in the crystal lattice. So conductivity can be increased by adding certain amount of impurities, and impurity added is known as dopant. So when impurity is added, available quantum states are altered and new energy levels appear. So in N-type semiconductors, if pentavalent impurity is added, then from this diagram we can see here that pentavalent impurity arsenic is added to the pure semiconductors, and we know that in the outermost orbit of the pentavalent impurity there are 5 electrons. So out of these 5 electrons, 4 electrons will form covalent bond with the adjacent germanium atoms, and now fifth electron is here. So at T is equal to 0 K, the ionization of pentavalent arsenic in germanium lattice are in non-ionized state. So at T is greater than 0 K, then ionization of arsenic atom will take place and generation of conduction electrons, because this fifth electron is very far from the nucleus since it is in the outermost orbit and it is loosely bound. So if some energy when it will get some energy, then it will uh, escape from its parent's nucleus, or parent's atom, and it will reach into the conduction band. And now it is free for conduction. So here, this is the free electron, and since pentavalent impurity donates one electron, so these impurity atoms or impurity ions are donor type impurity ions. So plus sign is denoted over here, which shows that donor levels are created. So energy levels of one of the 5 electrons of every arsenic atom are donor levels. So these are donor levels. And electron transition from a donor level to conduction band at T is greater than 0 K. So at T is equal to 0 K, all donor electrons are in donor level, represented by energy state EI, and as T is greater than 0 K, then electron transition from donor level to conduction band takes place. So electronic system is in its lowest energy state at absolute zero, and arsenic atoms or any other pentavalent atoms are in unionized state. And 4 of the valence electrons form covalent bonds with the germanium atoms. Fifth one occupies a state EI below the conduction band. So ionization energy for arsenic or any other pentavalent impurity is less than Eg, which is required to break one of the covalent bond. So the arsenic atom will donate this fifth electron to the conduction band even at much lower temperature than the valence band will, as donor levels are closer to the conduction band. So this fraction is much larger than the fraction of electrons excited into conduction band due to the intrinsic process. So in intrinsic semiconductors, we have seen that electron hole pairs are generated. But here, this transition from donor levels to conduction band, the electrons which are moving into conduction band due to transition from donor levels, This fraction is much larger than the fraction of electrons excited into conduction band due to the intrinsic process. So in N-type semiconductors, number of electrons in the conduction band exceeds the number of holes in valence band. So in N-type semiconductors, majority charge carriers are electrons and minority charge carriers are holes. And donor labels represent the ground state of fifth electron of the impurity atom. Similarly, p-type semiconductor is shown here. In p-type semiconductors, trivalent impurity is added. Here, indium is added. And we know that in the outermost orbit of the trivalent impurity, there are 3 electrons. So these 3 electrons will form covalent bond with the adjacent germanium atom, where this is unpaired. So at T is equal to 0, the atom of trivalent indium in the germanium lattice, the fourth bond of the indium atom is unpaired. At T is greater than 0K, the electron can go over to the unpaired bonds of impurity atoms, creating an indium ion and a vacant label that is hole in the valence band of germanium. So this will try to snatch out one electron from the adjacent germanium atom and will complete its valence band. So if it snatch out one electron from this covalent bond, then here there will be a vacancy of electrons, that is presence of hole. So energy levels of unpaired bonds of indium atoms are accepted levels, which are shown here. And here, since this trivalent impurity accepts one electron, so this type of impurity is known as acceptor type impurity atom. So acceptor levels are created, and electron transition from the valence band to an acceptor level at T is greater than 0K results in the generation of holes in this band. The acceptor levels lies close to the top of valence band, and an electron in valence band gets thermally excited into the acceptor level at very low temperature. So large number of holes are generated in the valence band and exceeds the number of holes created due to intrinsic process. So in p-type semiconductor, therefore, majority charge carriers are electrons and minority charge carriers are, in p-type semiconductor, majority charge carriers are holes and minority charge carriers are electrons. So these are the references. This was basic introduction about extrinsic semiconductor. So next we'll discuss model for an impurity semiconductor, that is in extrinsic semiconductor, that is to determine electron hole concentration in extrinsic semiconductor, as we have done already in the case of intrinsic semiconductors.